Now a look at the ways to improve our money habits after a challenging economic year. A recent study found nearly 4 in 10 Americans believe they'll be in financial survival mode in 2021. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger joins us with some financial tips for the new year. Jill, Happy New Year. Good morning. As I said, so many people are struggling right now. What can they do? What should they do to try to regain some financial control?
Well, Happy New Year to you. And I think the core concept we always stress is, number one, track where your money is going. You've got to account for what's coming in, what's going out, and that will allow you to prioritize your goals and objectives. Now, technology makes it a lot easier. There's some great apps. Big banks all have apps that help you do this. There's also Clarity Money, there's Mint, but this is important whether you have a job, whether you're unemployed. You've got to understand where your condition lies, and only by tracking your money will that allow you, will you be able to do that.
Jill, 1 in 3 Americans, adults, according to a Pew survey, has dipped into their savings or retirement accounts. How do we begin to rebuild that?
Well, once you've got that tracking of your expenses down, now you can kind of figure out what your priorities should be. And I think we all learned this lesson throughout the pandemic. It is vitally important to have an emergency reserve fund. This is the first concept that I call of my big 3. And, 8 in 10 Americans right now are focusing on rebuilding those emergency reserve funds. You want to strive for 6 to 12 months of your living expenses. The next aspect of the big 3, number 2, pay down that high interest debt like credit card debt. Do your best to get a jump on that. And the third part is to fund your retirement plan to the best of your ability. Now look, use technology to help you with all of this. You can automatically transfer funds so easily. You can set up automatic payments to get rid of that debt, and you certainly can up the percentages that you put into your retirement accounts. These are your 3 cornerstones of how you can achieve some financial success in 2021.
It's still a very uncertain time, Jill. Markets remain volatile. If you do have money to invest, what should you be doing with it?
Boy, 2020, what a year of learning for every investor. And what we really take away from that, or what I take away with that, is you don't know when the market's going up or down. Back in the spring, if you thought the world was coming to an end, you might have sold everything. But then it's really hard to get back in. So you've got to make sure you don't try to time the market. You want to stick to your game plan. If you don't have a game plan, now's a good time to start one, right? And you've got to make sure that your emotions don't creep in. If you're going to make a change, pinky swear with yourself, you're not going to be swayed when the market moves one way or the other. So those are your tips going forward. It's every investor's guideline, right, Anthony?
All right. Thanks, Jill Schlesinger. Happy New Year again, Jill.